Hey everyone, I wanted to make a video today regarding the update 343 posted regarding Halo Infinite. So once a month in 2021, 343 has been posting a blog post detailing some of the work they've been doing leading up to the release of Halo Infinite. I didn't make one last month because I didn't find any of the detail that they shared really all that interesting, and I think as each month goes on, as we get closer to release, we're going to get more and more interesting information. And this month, we got a lot more cool stuff that I wanted to make a video on. And the first thing I wanted to talk about was this image that they shared of the campaign. You can see the watermark. It was a work in progress captured on PC image of, looks like Master Chief on the Zeta ring. And you can just see a night and day difference between this image and what they showcased in the summertime of 2020 last year when Halo Infinite was first revealed. You can just tell that this is much better. This is exactly what I had hoped that the work that when they delayed the game, this would come to. I just didn't find Halo Infinite's original graphics all that interesting. And I made a video about it titled, "Why are Halo Infinite's graphics so bad?" And a lot of people were really upset. They said that they thought that the graphics looked good. I just don't know how when you look at the original reveal, you thought that those graphics were good. And I wonder if you compare the image, I'll put it up here on the screen for you. If you compare the images that we saw back then to the images that we're seeing now, I wonder if those same people will have that same argument based on just the night and day difference between these two images. This is really incredible. This isn't a video that 343 shared, of course. This is only one still image of the campaign. So I'm not sure if they altered this image in any way. I'm going to lean towards that they didn't. But this looks really, really good. I'm really impressed with the progress that's been made since the last time we saw an actual image of the campaign in Halo Infinite. And I think what this image really shows is that delays are almost always a good thing for games. It gives developers more time to fine-tune things, to fix bugs, to make things look better, as we can see in this picture. So I'm really glad that Halo Infinite was delayed. It looks like it's going to launch on the 20-year anniversary of Halo CE, if I had to guess. We still don't know the release date for the game, but this looks really good, and we're still 8 or 9 months out from release of this game, so it's only going to look better as time goes on, which is fantastic. Hats off to 343 for this incredible change. So the other thing I want to touch on in this video is the very bottom of this blog post. It's quite interesting. It's a stark contrast to what a lot of people, including myself, assumed would be the design of Halo Infinite. So it's answering the question, what kind of game is Halo Infinite? I'm going to read part of the blog post here. It says, Infinite's world is incredibly large, and its vast combat zones connect seamlessly to each other. Its vistas are filled with adventures that entice you to stray from the Golden Path story missions. From a distance, it might appear that we're building an open world game, but that's not really the case. We're making a Halo game, a sandbox shooter where our goal is to make you feel like the most powerful actor in a rich, emergent sci-fi combat simulation. It goes on to say that Halo Infinite's campaign does not have a crafting system. You will spend time plummeting from a rocky overlook into the hearts of an enemy patrol, eliminating their leader with a well-stuck plasma grenade. And it kind of goes on and on about some of the descriptions of what you'll do in Halo Infinite. But they're saying what they've designed Halo Infinite to do is that you're more free than you ever have been to do what the Spartans do best, which is plan your attack. And I think they're really taking a page out of Halo CE here, especially on that first Halo level when you crash land onto the Halo ring. When you go to those first outposts, you can kind of plan your assault. Are you going to go guns a-blazing? You're going to go stealth-like? You're going to take a different approach than you normally will? I think we're going to see a lot of similarities between Infinite and Halo Combat Evolved. And they actually say earlier in this blog post that they're considering formally that Halo Infinite is what is dubbed, they're calling a spiritual reboot. So I think all the pieces are starting to fall into place with Halo Infinite. I think we're going to see a lot of familiarities between Halo CE and Halo Infinite, both in terms of the story, the design, the gameplay, the environments. All of those sorts of things are going to be a lot of callbacks to the original Halo CE. And to be honest, I'm really excited about that. Halo CE is not my favorite Halo game, but I know a lot of the people in the Halo community love Halo CE as their favorite Halo game. So I think this is going to be really cool. The last sentence of the blog post answers the question, and I'll read it here for you. It says, "So then, what kind of game is Halo Infinite? It's the most open and adventure-filled Halo game ever. It's the Halo game we could only dream about making 20 years ago, and we can't wait for you to explore it." So this is really cool overall. I'm really excited to see what we see in a... I don't know if 343 is going to do a second reveal. Are they going to reveal all the changes that's happened to Infinite since they initially revealed it last year? I love to see more images of the campaign. There are a few screenshots scattered about on this blog post. I'll put some in here. They also talked a little bit about 343's work on designing a day and night cycle on the Halo ring, which I think will be really cool. You can see just how the environment changes as it goes from morning into evening. That's pretty neat. We haven't really seen that in a Halo game before, and I'm excited to see how that changes the engagements that you have with enemies and how the enemies behave. All in all, I think the graphics have really improved a lot. This is exactly what I had wished to see last year. If they came out with the graphics looking like this last year, I think everyone would have fallen in love with Halo Infinite back then. But this looks to be on track. I'm really excited to see the game release later this year. And if this is your first time on the channel, we love talking about Halo Wars and Halo. So I hope you have the chance to check out other videos on the channel. We have a Discord server with almost 3,000 people in there, so hopefully you can check that out. And any more exciting Halo Infinite news, I'll be posting here on the channel. Okay, that does it for me. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you, James.